Started with $1 and a dream. This one for all the people that said I couldn't do it.
What's going on, members? It's your boy Mutupi here, and today we are going to be speaking about something different now. So you do know that I like speaking about the markets. I normally have videos where I show you guys what it is that I'm seeing in the markets, how we can capitalize, forecasting, and so on, even the recaps that I do post out on this channel. But on today's video, I actually wanted us to speak about the steps that we can follow in order to reach that six-figure number. So it depends on where you are in the world. I noticed that a lot of people from worldwide watch me on these videos, so I'll just be specific on the currency. I'm speaking about the South African rands, on which is actually the ZAR currency, and converting it to the US dollar, it will be like currently it's at 16 rand and some cents. So yes, I want to speak about the six-figure mark. And it's the seven-figure mark is a number that we are also going to be speaking about, because I've also experienced it. But for now, I want us to actually take it step by step, and maybe you guys can be able to gain some value. And this is actually one of the step-by-steps that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Try to apply it, and let's see what's going to happen. And moving forward, I'll be coming up with much more better experience step-by-steps, and you'd be able to just try out different types of strategies. But for now, let's use what I have actually already tested, and it has proved to work for me, and I think that it can work for anyone else, because it's just something that doesn't really need you to be smart or intelligent or so on. It's just something that you just understand, and then you put it into practice, and that way it's gonna fall into place. So normally on my YouTube channel, I speak about forex education materials, and I speak about things that are gonna be able to just help you out in order to understand what it is that you need to understand in the markets. So on this video, instead of just speaking about you understanding the market in this way, I want us actually to also be able to help you be able to also manage your funds, because it's much more important to understand the skill of the markets. It's much more important to be able to capitalize from the markets. But once you get that money, what it is that you're going to be doing? Are you going to be building wealth, or are you going to be playing with that money? So it's actually something that I want us to focus on. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, because this is what I talk about. Make sure to also leave a like on this video, because I know for sure that it's going to reach a lot of people out there, and most people are going to be able to just find success after watching this video. So the first step that I do have on this is, the first step that I have here is actually you need to start trading. So let's say, for instance, what I have done is that there's different types of vehicles that you need in order to reach that six-figure mark. So you can either be like all types of faculties, all types of businesses, you can reach that six-figure mark. But I have experienced it via trading forex now. So I started off by trading forex, which was in 2017. That's when I started off by trading forex. Obviously, at first you will always be a beginner in whatever that you're doing, and in order to evolve, like now, let's say now I'm learning a bit more about property, I'm getting into property and so on. So I'm still a beginner at the property phase, and 2 years from now or a year from now, I'll be able to just understand what's happening and so on. But what I'm trying to say is that you have to understand, you have to allow yourself to be a beginner. So one thing that I'll say is, obviously, the first step, start off by trading forex, experience the mistakes, go through the obstacles, understand what it is that you're doing wrong, understand what it is that you're doing right, but get started on the vehicle. And once you do get started, that's when you can start to move on to the second step. Now we've seen the first step, which is to get started, and the most important thing is to get started. But the second step is much more important, because that's when you're going to be building up from the first step, which is to become consistently profitable in whatever that you're doing. So let's say, for instance, now you have started to trade, and you went through the mistakes, you went through the errors, you're understanding, you are able to understand what's happening within the markets, you're able to see the rights and the wrongs, and you are able to say that you are profitable. And profitable doesn't mean that you have to make a lot of money each and every day or every month. Even the most important, the most consistent traders don't even make money each and every day, but that one trade that they can get in a month can be able to just put them up. Let's say I can take 4 losses, and just one win that I'll take would be able to just put me ahead, weeks ahead. So that's one thing that you need to be doing. Focus on being consistently profitable. So even if it means putting up $200, or just speaking of rands, let's say you put up 2,000 rands or 1,000 rands, and then the next month you're able to see that you made at least maybe even 500 rands. That's consistency, because once you start building on that each and every month, that amount is going to start to compound, and that's when you'd be able to build with the knowledge that you have, being consistently profitable. That's one thing that we need to focus on. Step 2. Moving on to the third step. Now I want you guys to actually take the first point and the second point and be able to move on to the third point, on which is now you have to take the profits that you're making from the markets and invest it into a second income. So now the second income can be anything that you are good at, because most people, if they do get into forex, is because they want to be able to make money and be able to chase their dreams in a way that they'll be able to just live their dream lifestyle. Né? But in order to do that, obviously each and every young millionaire out there, not even young but millionaires out there, have at least 7 income streams. So you need to be able to invest that money that you're making in the forex markets at a second income stream. So it could be anything that you can think of. If you're a mechanic, you can open up you can get a young land, fix cars, and you're building with that income, you're focusing on that. Or if you are, I don't know, you're selling books, for instance, you can just use that money that you're making from the market, you write these books and then you promote it, use that money to market it. But the most important thing is to become it's to actually have a second income, and having that second income, it should be passive income, meaning that you can only get to work an hour or maybe 30 minutes, or even like not too long though, but you can only work that much a day and be able to still make money at the end of the month. It doesn't really even have to be a lot. Like the money that you should be making from a second income shouldn't be too much. In fact, the money that you're making from all types of income doesn't have to be too much. It should just be a small passive income that can be compounded monthly after monthly, and then when you add them up, it'll be something greater. So let us move on to the next step. Okay, so now the next step, now just to recap quick, we have started. The first step was to get started in trading the markets. The second step is to become constantly profitable. You need to be profitable, you need to be find consistency in that skill. And then the next step is I've got it down here, it's to take those profits that you're making and create a second income that's passive. So that way it's actually going to allow you and give you much more better room. So when you're placing trades, you don't have to worry about I need to make this much, because at the end of the day, that money is still coming into your wallet. So the fourth step now that I have here is you need to reinvest in yourself and the business. So let's say you've got the income and you've got the market, so you need to reinvest in that. And how do you reinvest in it? I started reinvesting in myself when I would be able to make money from the markets and so on, but I wasn't growing in any in most areas of my life. And then when I started reading much more psychology books on the forex market, that brought me to understanding on reading about investments. And after reading about investments, you start reading about these interest things, and you start reading about all these things that you can just add up into one thing, and it'll actually teach you a lot more about money as a whole, because you don't get taught about money in school. So the best thing that you can do is to invest a lot of time into the knowledge in yourself. Most importantly, I can just sit down a day, spend it to reading different types of book, personal growth, whatever, the market. Most importantly, since it's the skill that you're trying to build, read books about the markets, the currency market. It doesn't even have to be a book that you may you got recommended by someone. A book that you can just pick up, a book that you can just go, even a PDF. You don't even have to buy these books. You can go on the internet, download a book, PDF, read a few pages, and that is it's actually going to teach you a lot of things. And you also get to invest some money into the business, that second income that you do have. So let's say the profits that you're making, remember, you're still constantly profitable and you've got a business that's giving you money. So now you're investing some of those profits that you're making there into the marketing or into whatever that you can put money onto, and it's going to allow your business to grow. So you invest in these two types of areas, and that brings us to the fifth step. So the fifth step that we are now going to be looking at is to actually take a look at the third step up until the fifth step, and you need to repeat that process. So as we did mention on the third step, we mentioned that you need to take the profits that you are making from the markets, and then you need to invest it into the business. Now you need to invest in the business. The fourth step was that you need to reinvest into yourself and into the business too. But now the fifth step is a bit more smarter, because that's when you will start to understand what MSI is. I watch a lot of YouTube videos about multiple streams of income, how a person can literally have one income, two incomes, and build that up into 6, 7, 8, and so on. So currently what I have is that I've got 6 multiple streams of income, and these incomes are excluding forex. Let's say when you're speaking about forex, it's 7, but forex I don't want to include it because it's actually whereby I have to treat my time. I have to just sit on the markets 30 minutes a day, and then I'll be able to make whatever money that I'm making. But the other 6 that I'm speaking about is income streams that I don't have to do anything. Like literally I can be maybe just chilling, running ads or whatever, just chilling, but I still get to have money each and every day coming in, and you know, I can just decide to either withdraw it once a month or so on. But you need to be doing that. You need to be focusing on building multiple streams of income. And the way that I was able to do that is obviously taking the profits that I was making and the business that that grew now and is giving me a bit of profits. I was able to take those two types of profits and then invest it into the third income stream, and then I would wait for it to grow instead of just rushing into a lot income streams. Just wait for it to grow. Maybe he giving you $1,000 a month or so on, and then you can be able to focus onto the fourth one and so on. And the most important thing is to invest into businesses that won't require a lot of your time, so you can get to experience the financial freedom that you want. You can get to just sit down, relax, do whatever that you are doing, and still have money coming into your bank account each and every day. That's the most important thing on how to actually build your way up to that 6-figure income, and how to actually have your trading account be able to just give you some profits that you can actually live off by. Because when you do try out forex at the first, you can't live with those profits that you're making, but after a short while, after a few more months, after a year or so, you'll be able to live off with forex profits only, because you still have much more income streams that are coming onto your side, and you can just get to relax. But I hope that you did take down all these steps. I hope that you do get to watch this video multiple times, because I know for sure that you can get to understand step 1, step 2, but there'll be a part where you missed some a word that I maybe said, so you need to rewatch it. And then you need to not only watching this video is not going to give you get you to that 6-figure mark. What's going to help you get to that 6-figure mark is you applying these things. Someone out there would be like, I know these things. If you do know them, then I understand that you are already at the 6-figure mark. But if you know them and you are not there yet, then you understand that you're not applying these things. So the most important thing also is to apply what you have learned from this video. It's a boy from Mutupi, and I hope to see you guys soon on the next few YouTube videos that I'm coming, and please do that are coming up. And please do let me know if you like these types of videos, because I have a lot of business idea, not even ideas, but I have a lot of experience in also the forex market, and also the entrepreneurship mindset. And not only that, but also I've experienced both worlds, and I want to be able to just help you guys understand that money is something that we can get, and we all can get money. We all deserve to get money. So if you guys want to learn more about that too, just comment below, and I will make sure to give you guys the next videos that are coming up. It's your Bailey from Mutupi. Please do make sure to like. Please do make sure to also hit that subscribe button, as I'll be here with you guys, and see you guys on the next video.
You gotta have dedication, determination, and discipline.